Have you ever met someone who seemed to have it all? The expensive clothes, luxury cars, fancy vacations, and a lifestyle most people could only dream of? Everyone admired him. Everyone wanted to be like him. But what if I told you that for 10 years everything was a lie? This is the story of a man who spent an entire decade pretending to be a millionaire. From the outside, Michael looked successful. He posted photos in expensive restaurants, attended high-profile events, and always appeared confident and wealthy. Friends and family believed he had built a fortune through smart business investments. Whenever people asked about his success, he smiled and gave vague answers. No one questioned him. After all, his lifestyle seemed to prove everything he said. But behind the scenes, Michael was struggling. The luxury cars weren't his. Most were rented for a few hours just to take photos. The expensive watches were borrowed from friends. The designer clothes were purchased on credit, and the lavish vacations were funded by loans he could barely afford. At first, it started as a small lie. He wanted to impress people and gain respect. One fake photo led to another. One exaggeration became a completely different life. As his online popularity grew, so did the pressure to maintain the illusion. Every month, Michael found himself spending more money he didn't have. He was constantly worried that someone would discover the truth. He avoided conversations about finances and became an expert at changing the subject whenever people asked difficult questions. For years, he lived in fear. Then the cracks began to show. Bills started piling up. Creditors called repeatedly. Friends noticed inconsistencies in his stories. The lifestyle he worked so hard to maintain was slowly collapsing around him. One day, everything changed. A former friend exposed him publicly after discovering that many of his claims were false. Within hours, the truth spread everywhere. People who once admired him felt betrayed. The same social media followers who praised him now criticized him. His reputation fell apart almost overnight. The mansion everyone thought he owned was actually rented. The luxury cars belonged to rental companies. The successful businesses he bragged about barely existed. For the first time in 10 years, Michael could no longer hide. The truth had finally come out. Losing his reputation was painful, but something unexpected happened afterward. Without the burden of pretending, he felt free. He began rebuilding his life honestly. He found stable work, paid off his debts, and slowly regained the trust of those around him. It wasn't easy, but it was real. His story teaches us an important lesson. Many people spend their lives trying to look successful instead of becoming successful. Social media often shows the highlights but hides the struggles. True wealth is not about expensive cars, designer clothes, or impressing strangers. True wealth is living honestly and building something genuine. Because no matter how long a lie survives, the truth eventually catches up. And when it does, only what is real remains. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Story Hub for more fascinating stories, mysteries, and life lessons.